Well, let's jump to NFL, man, because I'm tired of talking about the fucking Gators.
Well, let's jump to the NFL. How you feeling? How you feeling about the MVP leaders right now? What do you think the
Yeah.
MVP leaders are?
Well, I'll tell you what. When I think NFL MVP, especially right now, only 3 players come to mind for me. Offer it.
Okay.
Josh Allen, Pat Mahomes, and Lamar Jackson.
Okay.
Looking here, Josh Allen, so far he's 94 of 132 for 1,014 yards, 9 touchdowns, 2 picks. Both picks were not his fault. They were both the drops, and that was game 1 versus the Rams.
Mm-hmm.
Pat Mahomes went 74 for 109 for 857 yards, 8 touchdowns, 1 pick.
Okay.
Pretty solid.
Pretty
Lamar
solid.
Jackson, 56 of 88. You know, he throws a lot less than they do because he runs for 749 yards, 10 touchdowns, 2 picks. Ravens are balling out right now offensively. Their defense has got lots of issues.
Right.
So basically the MVP comes down to those 3 for me. If I had to pick one, I'm going to go with Josh Allen. I just feel like he attempts more passes, especially at this point. So far this year, Buffalo does not have a dominant run game at all. They always have to rely on Josh Allen. I believe it's going to continue that way, and I think his numbers will be stupid, and I think Buffalo is poised to do great things this year. Whether they do them or not is a whole nother story, but regardless, his stat line will still be the same, I feel like. So I'm going Josh Allen, early season, front runner, MVP.
I like Josh Allen a lot. I think he's doing pretty good. He had a couple hiccups with the Miami game that really dropped his stock, I believe, a little bit because he had a couple duds. He could have won that game, but he didn't do enough. He had a couple little bad throws, throw at the one receiver's feet in the end zone that could have won him the game. So MVP got to make those throws. Lamar Jackson definitely, I feel like, is one of the top runners because he's breaking records right now. He had like 300 yards passing, 100 yards rushing, 3 touchdowns, and 1 rushing touchdown. Like, this man is going insane right now. This is nothing that's really even going to stop him no time soon. I really like Lamar Jackson right now. And get that man his money, man. Get that man his damn money. What is y'all waiting for? What are y'all waiting for to get this man his money? What else he got to do? He got to fly? What else he got to do?
I mean, from what I understand, he doesn't have an agent. He represents himself. So, I mean, that could be in the way of something.
His mother represents.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Now, and another thing I've heard, I don't know how true this is, but they did offer him a contract, but it wasn't the highest, guaranteed money or some shit, or the highest overall.
Right.
When it's that point in time, you have to pay the next man up the most fucking money, man. It doesn't matter if they're better than the current highest paid one or not. It's about getting them the fucking bag. If you want them to stay there, you have to invest in them.
You got to give him the bag. You got to give him the bag.
Is Kyler Murray worth all that money?
It's going to have to be almost $300 million. Like, that's where we're going at for the next 7-8 years. You know, Mahomes got $450 million, $500 million for 10 years. He's got to get just as close. You know, for 7 years, $300 million. I believe what it's gonna be when it's gonna come down to.
And that's what they're shooting for. You gotta back up the Brinks truck to his fucking crib, dude. Like, if you want to keep him,
bring everything.
You want to keep that man, you have got to back it up to his house.
He's so perfect. He's so perfect for Baltimore. That's what I feel like it is, because maybe not other places, but Baltimore, man, like, for real, I believe that is the place for Lamar Jackson. I couldn't see him anywhere else.
They put out a thing, I think it was like a week ago, but it said it was like supposedly from Lamar Jackson, like if he wasn't in Baltimore, like the places he would want to be or some shit. And I knew it was bullshit because there was 3 teams, and one of the teams was Detroit. I'm like, dude, get the fuck from around. People post this shit just to piss me off. I swear to God, bro. No other reason. So is Josh Allen your pick then for MVP? Or
no? I got a couple more guys that I'm looking at too. Yep, I got a couple more guys. Man, Big Tua out here doing this thing too in Miami. I don't know if he turned that new leaf, but he got the weapons. He got the running game. He got the defense. He's putting it all together. I don't know. He's looking good. I think he's second in the league in passing. So I think they're going to be a menace. Miami's going to be a menace, man. Shout out to the Fins. They're going to be a menace.
They're going to be a problem. Definitely. I had Tua as one of my honorable mentions, but I'll let you finish. Go ahead.
Right. And then you got to go with the boy, the Georgia boy, Nick Chubb, man. Nick Chubb.
Nick Chubb.
Nick Chubb. He leading the rushing right now. He got like 300. He got like 365 yards right now. He's doing his thing. He's really running. He's running that ball, man. Crazy.
Bro, they're not gonna give an MVP to a fucking running back, man.
They will if he breaks the record.
No, they won't.
He's on track to break the record right now. That's what I'm telling you. He's on track to
AP break it, or he came within like a few yards of breaking it at Dickerson, right? Mm-hmm. And he didn't get it. They wouldn't have gave it to him if he would have broke it. They don't give that shit to running backs, man.
Nick Chubb right now is running out of his mind right now, and even though I know they give mostly the MVPs to offense, defensively, Khalil Mack is really killing that side of the ball. On the defensive side, he got 4 sacks, so he's second in sacks, and he's really killing it. He's really being a dominant factor on the other side of the ball. So shout out to Khalil Mack doing this thing in a new situation over in LA. I got Tua, Josh Allen. I got Lamar Jackson, Nick Chubb, Khalil Mack.
Well, you got to pick one. Pick one right now for MVP. Like,
pick one right now?
Yeah, just pick one.
Lamar Jackson.
Lamar. Okay, you got Lamar. I got Josh Allen. For sure. That's what we'll go with for the MVP front. But like I said, I don't think they'll give it to a non-quarterback, man. When's the last time a non-quarterback won the MVP?
I don't know. It's been
a minute, right?
It's been a minute.
It's just like the same thing.
It's a passing league.
It's the same thing in college, man, like with the Heisman. If it's not a quarterback, it's an Alabama running back or receiver.
Right. Mm-hmm.
When is the last time the Heisman was a non-quarterback, non-Alabama player?
Probably Charles Woodson.
No, it wasn't. Well, yeah, I don't know. It couldn't be back that far, could it?
I think so.
I was thinking this shit before we looked this shit up.
I'm thinking Ndamukong Suh. Ndamukong Suh didn't win it.
No, he didn't win it.
Didn't win it. So, like I said, it might have been Charles Woodson.
I don't think it goes back that far. Non-Alabama,
non-quarterback, non-offensive.
Non-quarterback.
Not what defensive? Are you saying defensive?
No, because Charles Woodson's the only defensive player to ever win it.
Right.
So it wouldn't be that. Charles Woodson is the only defensive player to win the Heisman.
He played some offense too, though. He did play some.
Yeah, he did, but he always played defense. He didn't play every offensive snap or series. He was a corner. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. But yeah, some games he did play offense. But he's the only defensive player to win it.
Yeah, he definitely held it down.
Maybe if everybody who's watching this, if y'all could if y'all know this answer, comment it. Let us know. Because obviously we're not experts by any stretch of the means. We're just a couple of sports stooges, pretty much. No copyright shit to
we love it. We love it, man. We love it. Shout us out, man, for real. We appreciate all y'all watching in. Subscribe, man. We're gonna have some prizes and more prizes, man. For real. We're gonna look out for y'all for looking out for us.
I love it, dude. I mean, doing this podcast, man, just gives you the platform to kind of like express yourself, expose what needs to be said, whatever. We got so many ideas for this show. It's going to be great. I feel like it.
So many.
And next week, everybody, we're going to probably switch up the show a little bit. We're going to bounce off of the sports a little bit. We're going to cover a small segment in sports because we always got to do our sports, but we're going to be doing other additional topics that are non-sports related for an additional viewing audience. So I'm excited about that. Sam, I know you're looking forward to it too. We're going to run that shit up, bro.
Oh, we're going to run it up. We got it all. We got it all. We can do a little bit of this. We can do a little bit of that. So just stay tuned. Stay tuned.
We got to let loose, but I can't let loose too much because like Ric Flair said back in the day, I don't need anybody in here telling me I'm off the air. Get up here, get to tripping,
Right.